posturing that.
Hello and welcome. I'm Thomas Porteous and you're watching The World Report. Let's take a look at some of the top stories of the hour. President Donald Trump says the US and China could sign a trade deal pretty soon after talks with Xi Jinping in South Korea. He announces a deal on rare earth access and an immediate tariff reduction, calling the agreement a turning point after months of economic tensions. US President Donald Trump ordered immediate testing of America's nuclear weapons, a shock move that casts a shadow over the summit between him and Xi Jinping. It signals both deterrence and desperation as he tries to put pressure on Beijing. US President Donald Trump says he's given South Korea approval to build a nuclear-powered submarine, a move that would put Seoul among an elite group of nations. The vessel will be built in a Philadelphia shipyard as Seoul agrees to buy more US oil and gas. Hurricane Melissa tears through the northern Caribbean after slamming Cuba and Jamaica with 185 mile-per-hour winds, the strongest storm ever to strike the island. At least 25 people were killed in Haiti as hundreds of communities remain cut off. Brazil's President Lula da Silva says the country cannot accept the scourge of organised crime after the deadliest police raid in Rio's history left at least 120 people dead. He calls for coordinated action against drug gangs that doesn't endanger police or civilians. President Nicolas Maduro says Venezuela intercepted 3 aircraft used for drug trafficking in operations that coincide with a massive US military deployment in the Caribbean. He touted the strikes as proof of Caracas's own anti-drug efforts amid growing regional tensions. The centrist D66 party surges in Dutch elections, likely taking the lead in forming the next government as Geert Wilder's far-right PVV loses ground. With 90% of votes counted, both parties hold 26 seats, a sharp drop for Wilders and a tripling of the seats for the D66. President Trump says the United States is holding talks with Russia on denuclearization and could include China in future discussions. Speaking aboard Air Force One, he said de-escalation would be tremendous, even as the US resumes nuclear testing to match other nations. Now, our top story of the hour, US President Donald Trump ordered the